What does it take to push a Super Bowl contender over the top, or shove it into years of regret? For the San Francisco 49ers, that pivotal moment just arrived. Their decision to hand quarterback Brock Purdy a blockbuster 5-year, $265 million extension, including $181 million guaranteed, is turning heads, sparking debate, and putting the future of the franchise under a white-hot spotlight. Will this bold commitment cement San Francisco as a perennial threat? Or will it become a cautionary tale of NFL mismanagement? Today, we dig deep into both perspectives, unpacking expert analyses, team strategy, and what this deal really means for the 49ers' chances of chasing football's ultimate prize. The rise of Brock Purdy, from last pick to big payday first. Let's remember how Brock Purdy got here. Just a couple of seasons ago, he was Mr. Irrelevant, picked dead last in the NFL draft, a role famous for players who fade into obscurity. Instead, Purdy captured the imagination of 49ers fans and shocked the league. He led San Francisco deep into the postseason with poise and precision, quickly earning the trust of his teammates and coaches. The NFL is packed with underdog stories, but Purdy's ascension from the bottom of the draft to the centerpiece of one of the league's winningest franchises is uniquely dramatic. His play, resilience through adversity, and cool demeanor under pressure became hallmarks of the team's identity. But as every Cinderella tale faces midnight, the story has taken a sharp turn, with expectations, scrutiny, and now a salary befitting a star QB. The contract numbers, setting the NFL market no matter how you slice it, $265 million is a seismic number. Purdy lands among the highest-paid quarterbacks in football, with a $53 million annual average that ranks 7th league-wide. He joins a group that includes Jared Goff, but still trails the jaw-dropping deals for Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, and Jalen Hurts. What sets this extension apart isn't just the cash, it's the timing and meaning for San Francisco. The 49ers invested when Purdy was not just the feel-good story, but the steady force behind their playoff runs. Yet, the question lingers. Is he really a rare, irreplaceable difference-maker? Or, as some argue, just the latest product of a system built by genius head coach Kyle Shanahan? The criticism, Frank Schwab's stance, Frank Schwab on the Inside Coverage podcast, didn't hold back. To him, the extension is a major miscalculation. Schwab credits Purdy's perseverance and recent success, but warns that paying any quarterback not in the top tier such massive money can hamstring the team's roster. Schwab zeroes in on a harsh NFL truth. The 49ers' previous success was built when Purdy was an incredible value on a rookie contract. That allowed management to pour resources into elite playmakers, Nick Bosa, Deebo Samuel, and Christian McCaffrey, to name a few. Now, with cap space tied up in Purdy's extension, Schwab fears the supporting cast will inevitably thin out. And here's where the analysis gets sharp. Schwab says, Kyle Shanahan is the cheat code. He insists that San Francisco would be wiser to repeat the cycle, to draft and develop another rookie QB, rather than pay Purdy like a perennial MVP. They should have leveraged the rookie deal, Schwab argues, pointing to teams unable to keep up after tying up money in non-elite quarterbacks. It's a cold, analytical take, but one informed by years of seeing teams rise and fall on the backs of expensive QB decisions. In Schwab's mind, the 49ers betting big on Purdy could close their Super Bowl window, not extend it. The alternative view, Charles Robinson's defense. On the other side stands Charles Robinson, who sees the extension as a responsible, necessary move. Why? He points out that Purdy isn't breaking the market. In fact, his deal is a reflection of the quarterback bargain the 49ers secured. Navigating today's market, where average starters often command eye-watering contracts, Robinson sees this extension as perfectly fair. Robinson's main argument: what were the 49ers supposed to do instead? Elite draft prospects are out of reach, thanks to their consistent playoff appearances. Tanking isn't an option with a loaded roster, and the free agent pool rarely offers a sure bet. Robinson's realism shines through. Unless you want to reboot and waste the prime years of your roster, you extend the quarterback you have. He notes Purdy's consistency and the rarity of finding, developing, and securing even good, not necessarily elite, quarterback play. This isn't just about numbers, it's about giving the team a fighting chance during the remaining prime years of superstars like Bosa and Samuel. The strategy: balancing contender status with cap management. Let's step back and look at today's NFL landscape. The days of creating super teams are making way for roster flexibility and shrewd resource allocation. Teams must decide, lock in their quarterback and risk being unable to afford a championship defense, or chase unproven rookies and gamble on uncertain potential. San Francisco's core, McCaffrey, Samuel, Bosa, and Trent Williams, remain among the league's best at their positions. However, as their contracts stack up, so does the pressure. One or two injuries, or an underwhelming draft, could derail the franchise's championship quest. Purdy's deal means San Francisco must now draft smarter than ever and consistently find value in the free agent market. There's little room for error. The same resourcefulness that produced Purdy must now be used to replenish depth and avoid costly mistakes. In some ways, that's the league's new model for contenders, but also its biggest trap. Lingering questions, leadership, intangibles, and fan emotion. There's one more layer to this story: leadership and chemistry. Purdy's intangibles are a selling point. He's respected in the locker room, trusted by coaches, and unflappable under pressure. His meteoric rise has inspired the fan base and galvanized a locker room that believes in his story as much as in his stats. Is that something worth paying for, even if it means taking a risk at the margins? Or do the 49ers owe it to themselves to be cold and calculating, moving on until they hit on the next draft day miracle? History has shown both approaches can succeed or backfire spectacularly. Is this the right call or an expensive error? So where does this leave San Francisco? The 49ers have staked their future on the idea that stable, above-average quarterback play, paired with a superstar supporting cast, can deliver Super Bowl rings, even at a steep price. Critics argue it's the wrong bet, a move that could rob them of the depth needed to stand atop the NFL. What do you think? Did the 49ers make a masterstroke of management, or will Purdy's extension become their greatest regret? Let's keep this debate rolling. If you have strong feelings about this move, or ideas for what San Francisco should have done differently, drop your thoughts in the comments. Smash that like button if you're excited to see how this bold gamble plays out. Stay tuned, because the 49ers' next chapter is just getting started, and we'll be following every dramatic twist right here.